Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker,
Luke Young,
Pat Zeta.
and that's Lloyd Johnson. This week we have an accidental double booking. Sorry, boys, we didn't mean to do this to you.
It wasn't accidental, bro. He's been saying this for weeks.
God
Well,
damn it.
okay, fine. It
Me and
was
him know
in
each
my
other
head.
really
You made
well.
it seem weird.
Yeah, all right.
We wanted
that's
to be
in
here
his
together.
nature.
The first voice that you heard is Bobby Bronson from the Decorated Body. He runs a tattoo shop. He's fucking hilarious. And the other
Cute
voice
as
that you
hell.
heard is Josh Faust. He's a local Cincinnati comic. Give it the fuck up, boys.
Adorable as hell.
He's professional here.
Thanks for joining us, fellas. All right, so you were telling me about how I can come harder if I eat celery. What's going on here?
Well, I don't know if you'll come harder, but it won't be dribble.
I'll come better.
Yeah, probably.
It's
You'll
like
have more
a
texture.
It's like a
Higher
sad
viscosity.
volcano of jizz. Like it just come and it just like kind
Are
of.
volcanoes ever sad?
I mean,
Yo, any of y'all watched The
sometimes.
Northman yet?
That
No.
one in that
I haven't
Oh,
seen the
short.
movie. Have you seen
I
it?
heard they
dude, it's
CGI
so
dicks
sick.
in it though.
No, there are no dicks in it. They CGI the dicks out.
Why?
It's just shadow because they're fucking
not watching it
bitches,
now,
bro. I
dude.
wanted to watch Dong. You know me, but
Yeah.
yeah, it
If
wasn't
I
in
were
there.
to
There's
watch
ass. There's lots of
Ken
dude
dolls
ass.
fight, I'd go home and fight with
Well,
my
it's like
Ken doll.
strategic shadows. It's strategic shadows. They don't hit you with a Dr. Manhattan, but you know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, did they have full dick on the Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
Full
dude, he
blue
was
dong.
flopping dick the whole film.
I thought-
Hanging dong,
Well,
bro.
because I always remember the
looking at
graphic
his
novel
six-pack
better.
and
Where he
shit.
flopped dick the whole graphic novel.
No, in the graphic novel he had that black fucking.
Yeah, he wears that sometimes when he's out
yeah.
like smoking dudes with vaporizers in Vietnam.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
fair
yeah,
enough.
but other
When
than
he's
that,
home
he's
chilling,
fucking
he's
out
dong
dong
out,
the
yeah.
full. Yeah.
When he's gangbanging his old lady and shit, bro. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
above that. He doesn't understand clothes anymore.
If you could have any dong you wanted, why would he choose that dong? Like that's a good dong, soft. It's a good flaccid dong, but why wouldn't you go cartoon dong?
because
Like, full-
his brain
wants
level
to
is so
use it?
above dong size.
Yeah, he's
Gonna use,
past
like,
vanity,
3 of
bro.
them on
if
that.
he was, if
He
that
cares
was
about
true,
efficiency
if that was true, why is he all muscular then? Like why?
because he needs to pick shit up.
He could be built.
because he can't help. He's a specimen.
He could be built
Just
like,
like
the
me.
child of Josh Faust and Luke and still fucking like be just as strong without the muscles. That's a vanity thing, right?
That's
he
a
could have
design of
No,
ugly
I think
efficiency.
his body
I
needs to
think-
be efficient. Like
I
he's the
think he
peak
made himself
efficiency.
like an anatomy
And he-
textbook.
Yeah.
All right,
Because
okay.
that's his picture of a brain, like he had the picture of the watch. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
That wasn't a watch. It was a helium atom.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, that's
Dumbass.
like the picture
Whoa.
of the
Can't
watch
believe
he
you don't
used
remember
to
that.
reconstruct
Oh, okay,
himself
okay,
in his
okay.
mind.
Can't believe
I
you don't
know,
know
my
that
bad, my
movie
bad.
scene for scene like Bobby does.
All right,
just-
I'm kind of going through
Comic
it
book.
if you want.
I was gonna say, I think he's nailing it right now.
Yeah,
By the way, that's Zack Snyder's only good movie, and he really didn't even do it that good.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
just like ripped off the comic book page for page
Yeah,
and
it
still
was-
somehow made it work.
But see,
I do like it though. I
Yeah.
enjoy the Watchmen.
yeah, I mean, Watchmen's
Yeah.
incredible,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even Zack Snyder fucked it up. That's how bad he is. I was arguing with someone the other day. They're like, "Dude, that fucking that zombie movie you did was good." And I was like, "No, it wasn't." Like,
No,
What
it
zombie
fucking
movie did
wasn't.
he
What
do?
zombie movie are we talking about?
They go to
Wow.
Vegas. It's like quarantine zombies inside. They got to rob a
Zombieland?
casino. No, that was good.
was
No,
this on
Zombieland was
Netflix?
Yeah, it just came out like a year ago or something.
Oh,
he had
was it
another
that?
old one too. He did just have the one with fucking Batista in it, or whatever. Right?
Batista. Yeah.
Was that the movie that had D'Elia casted in it, but they had to recast him
Probably.
with
That sounds right.
Tig? Tig, yeah, Nataro,
Yep,
yeah.
that's it.
What didn't D'Elia get called out for a bunch of sexual harassment?
That's
stuff?
why his scenes got cut and they reshot
got
it with
Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro.
I think they walked it back though, didn't they? Like they said that they either said it didn't happen or he didn't like rape people. He was like they were like accusing him of doing something that was like no. I mean they like Danny Masterson got accused and then got convicted of 4 rapes. That happened with the. Is anything
You're
actually
doing a lot of
happening with the
sexual
D'Elia thing?
coercion.
Well, it was. I think it was a lot of like when they got hold of like people leaking his DMs and showing, and
Was he
a
just
lot of them
being
were
a
like
creep?
16-year-olds.
Ugh.
And he's like, "Oh, well, come back in fucking 18 months or whatever."
So
Whatever.
he's
What was
being
it?
a creep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean, illegal
That's still not-
creep.
Okay.
Legal limits of creepdom, but ugh.
It wasn't a good
barely.
look.
I
You
wouldn't-
saved it
yeah.
with the yuck at the end. Otherwise, I was getting suspicious of Faust.
It's as creepy as you're legally allowed to be.
Why do you know that? Do you have it tattooed on your arm?
It's like the minimum wage of creep. No, I have no tattoos.
you got all the
It's just-
statutes on your arm.
Tattoos are lame, bro. Don't get them.
Yeah, they suck, right?
You'll go to hell.
I-
First off,
They're pretty cool.
That's what I
and
hear.
you'll look like shit when you're old.
I can't get buried in a Jewish cemetery, which has been my only goal since birth.
are you Jewish?
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about that. I just haven't thought of anything good.
What do you
Sorry,
think about how
Ma, I'll
weird it
be
is that
buried across
Judaism
the
is like the
street.
only matriarchal thing where you like have to be a woman to pass it down? Like if you
I
marry a
don't know.
Christian lady and you have a kid, they're not Jewish. God will
Yeah,
be like not Jewish.
They say that, but it's also like that's not fucking true.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Not
God
really.
doesn't love you. That's true.
that's It's
Jew
all
God
about,
doesn't love you the
It's all
same.
about how Jewish are you, right? Like how Christian are you or whatever, you know?
I wanted to touch on something that you just said though, like about fucking. I haven't thought of an idea that was that good. Bob, what's the dumbest fucking tattoo that you have on your body right now? Are most of your ideas like fuck it, dude? I've got
I have one that says
$300.
bad idea on my knee, and I let a client do it on me.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that story's actually kind of cute, but
What's the story? What happened?
well, to answer your question, my first tattoo is probably my worst one. I have "I think, therefore I am" on the back of my leg. I thought I was like real philosophical and shit, you know. I was like, man, I'm a fucking butterfly. And shit,
It
you know
was
what I'm
that, or it was coexist with all the fucking religion signs.
Is that
No,
what you're
I-
scared will happen? Like you'll have an idea like that, and then you'll be stuck with that
saying?
one.
I've got a bunch of garbage, bro. I got a Blue October tattoo.
It looks like you just have a real deep calf.
That's just
Gets up
how
to some-
thick they are, bro. But no, what the
Thick
client
boy
one is
nation.
cute.
Yes, man.
It's a client that I've had forever, like since I first started tattooing. I've been tattooing her,
Yeah.
and her father passed away,
Really?
and we were doing like a memorial tattoo for him.
Time to
He-
slide in
he-
those DMs, dude.
Bob killed it.
Get it.
Yeah,
while
I
it's-
killed him.
Get it while it's
actually.
weak, dude.
I wanted to do the memorial tattoo, so I killed him.
Bob,
Well, I was doing her last piece, and she was like, I think I'm done with tattoos. Unless my dad dies, then I'll get like a rest in peace dad tattoo.
Bob was like, I got nothing booked for the weekend, so
I was like, well, I need these tats.
It's been a slow week.
no,
Got rent to pay.
I need a
Rip,
slow
Mr.
week.
Morgan.
But no, so while I was tattooing her, she like does art and stuff, but she never took it that serious. You know, she didn't want to like be an artist. She just like did it for fun. But her dad would always be like, "You should be a tattooer. Those tattooers make a lot of money, you know." And she was like, "I don't want a tattoo." But while we were talking, she's like, "Man, I wish I had done one, and he could have saw it because that would have been cool. He always wanted me to do it." And I was like, "Well, why don't you do one?" She's like, "Well, I don't want to do like an apprenticeship and shit." I'm like, "Yeah, those suck. Don't do that." So we I did the whole tattoo, and then I finished, and I like broke down and started setting up. And she's like, "Oh, you got another one after me? I gotta get out of here." And I was like, "No, you're gonna tattoo me." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, you said you wanted to do one. Like, let's do it." And she's like, "No, I can't tattoo." And I was like, "Well, you're fucking gonna." So, and I always wanted to get bad ideas somewhere and have it look shitty.
Dude,
So
the only time I ever tattooed somebody was an ex-girlfriend that was a tattoo
yeah,
artist.
and you tattooed each other's names.
Yeah, well, no, initials. It was such a fucking... But I knew it was a bad idea. We were like a month
Good
into
guy,
it.
Faust over here.
Yeah, no, we knew... We were
so
laughing
fucking
about what a
dumb.
horrifically bad idea it was.
Good guy, Faust.
Such a little child. You're such an idiot.
No,
Anyway.
I found out real quick that because I can draw doesn't mean shit about I know how to tattoo. Tattooing is a way different thing. Like, I know to you, duh, that's obvious, but to me it was like...
Skin's
I
just
could-
soft paper, doesn't
Yeah, I
it?
was like, I probably have some understanding of how to do this. Nope, nothing at all. It's the worst tattoo that could possibly be in a human's
Yeah, I
body.
still don't know what I'm doing, bro.
It's the
I've been
only
doing
one
it
I've
for a
ever
while
done.
now, so.
It was
Okay.
so hard to do it that I was like, how the fuck do my friends like do work that looks so good, like consistently?
I just
Like, you put
trace
up-
everything that soap does.
I try.
No, but
actually put some effort into it. Try a little bit.
no, but I'm saying
You make
even
that?
even
You do that too?
No, fuck
Oh. Oh.
I don't have any artistic integrity or ability anywhere
shut
in
up.
me.
You can sing.
Well, I don't have integrity. but-
You're a writer. He's like a really talented writer. He can fucking sing. We got drunk at his house the other day, and like he just started like belting out some like low ass like what were you, Boy Sets Fire or some
Yeah, I
shit,
think
like
so.
an acoustic version of
Of course
that.
he can sing. I'm Lloyd and I'm good at everything. Fucking asshole.
I
I'm
still-
fucking 6'11". Like I
Nah,
can
I
sing
think-
good.
I think he was just drunk. I think it had a lot more to do with him being drunk. Than
But
me
no matter
singing
how
well.
drunk I get, I still sing bad.
Nah, even that kid that could do music was saying that you can fucking sing.
Connor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck
I don't
Connor,
know.
though.
I guess. I don't know. I've never thought I could sing, but sure, if I can, cool.
I think you can, bro. You look like you can sing. Just got.
You should follow this.
Fucking sing.
Yeah, come on.
asshole.
Can we get him to
Come on.
sing? Yo, dude, I just set him up to. Will you do this?
No.
You won't sing right now?
I don't.
For
I
the
wouldn't.
show?
I
The little
fucking
karaoke
wouldn't
situation?
I wouldn't
Mostly
do it.
because it's set up as a peer pressure situation.
Yeah, that sounds.
Oh, no,
awful
I'm
in
not
the
trying to
first
peer
place.
pressure. I'm asking you if you
I'm saying
will.
like the way it's built up. I'm like, no, I'm for sure not gonna now. Maybe
All right.
some other time.
Okay, well, we
I
gotta
also
do
don't
it.
want to be in the post singing embarrassment if you're not good.
But I don't really.
That does suck.
I don't
I'm
really get
sitting right next to you,
embarrassed
bro.
that
I'll be
much.
like, ooh, no, I will be for
No,
you.
that'd be a good time though.
Cut it out.
Yeah, no. I don't mind on the
I
embarrassment.
forgot I got an
level.
extra
That's-
tattoo that I need to do right
Oh
now.
yeah, fucking my mom called.
I'm pretty. I mean,
With a Ouija board?
I'm gonna say the it's anything I should have been embarrassed about. I'm almost more like, here, look, like when what's his face tried to touch me and like I saw it on the thing and I'm like, that's the most autistic I've ever looked in my life. Clip this, make it
Hey,
a clip.
to
Like,
be fair, No one should be touching nobody's face.
I agree.
It was wild for them
But
to be.
like I see myself rock. I know all of the.
Yeah, unless it's warranted. But don't just be standing at somebody's
Who's
peripheral. And
touching
just,
your face?
One of the guys from the Late Start podcast. He was trying to point out where like the hair starts growing on my face. 'Cause we're talking about beards or something. But it's as his finger came over, I'm like, and then I'm like rocking like twice as hard as I normally do.
Hey, why didn't he touch his own face? Like, you have your own face, though.
Well, then his other friend did that to him. We recorded something that'll never come out because for reasons, but they were the other one that wasn't Ryan, Ethan, forgot his name for 2 seconds, was touching his face that night,
the
and I was
beanie
like,
one?
"Whoa, dude, settle the fuck down." The one that's not the beanie one was the one touching him that night, and he was getting way closer. And after I was like, "Stop getting that close to Lloyd," he was like, "All right, dude." So, anyways, like that close to his face, and I was like, "Please stop." And then Lloyd's eye just starts going, and he just starts like, I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna get him. He's about to get him. Oh no." Yeah, it was. I don't know.
I'm not great with people touching me, especially if I don't know it's coming. Especially it's.
I used to
That
just
sentence could have ended at people.
Directly tell
Yeah,
people.
I'm not good at people. Yeah, there you go.
I got over it for whatever reason, but I used to tell people all the time, like in comedy, they always want hugs and shit, and I'd be like, "Hey, I don't like being touched. Stop it."
Yeah,
Just
fuck that.
Snap right at you.
Kiss him.
Yeah,
Great reputation.
my face.
They'll
Does,
stop that
my,
shit,
my
but
face
it's-
does a lot of the work for me. Like people come up like, "Hey, you want a hug?" And I'm like, "Oh, you don't want a hug."
Not me, bro. I'm a hugger. Walk up and hug me. I don't give a fuck, especially if I'm drinking.
Yeah, I'm a
Trying to
hugger
hug.
too, but then
Yeah.
I meet people that definitely aren't, and that like really crosses their like it breaks their bubble, and I don't understand that because I don't have that.
Y'all never ask for a hug because I've seen too many of the
Not
memes.
give me
But if
one.
they're gonna hug, we're in there, bro.
Oh,
I'm a
100%.
good ass hugger.
You look like
No,
it.
you're a quality
I got
hugger.
these big old arms, bro.
Yeah, if you were gonna hug one person, wouldn't he be the one?
Yeah, out of this group. Yeah.
But then who after though?
Lloyd, bro.
but who's next?
Not you, fucking string bean.
Cody. Maybe Lloyd. He says he doesn't like it.
You just
so.
feel your big old dick and abs. I don't fucking-
Nobody wants that, dude. Your giant dick pressing up against them, making you feel sad.
We need a hug off.
I'll crush you, bro. I'll fuck you up in a hug.
I mean, literally and figuratively, he will crush you.
I'll hug you with the perfect firmness. You'll feel swaddled.
With just the right amount of torque.
You'll feel like a fetus all over
Feel
again,
safe
bro.
like you haven't in years.
You're gonna be like, Mom. Like, nah, just your wheeled uncle.
We've never had Josh Faust on before. Josh, can we do the regular comedy setup? The ask every comedian the same fucking questions on every podcast.
How'd you
sort of
get
thing?
into comedy?
We'll make it funny, but seriously, yeah, I do want to do that for
Tell
2
your
seconds.
best joke
How
right
long
now
have
here
you-
for free.
Yeah, exactly. Make you run material right now. Set it up like Bob and Tom sets it up and laugh way too hard.
So this is the segment of the
Oh,
Bachelor
during the
where we
setup.
make you do
Right.
5 minutes.
How long have you been doing comedy?
First time I ever did it was 2010.
2010. What was your? That was my
dog, you're old.
sophomore year of high school was 2010 for me. How old are you right now?
33.
All right. So
Yeah, you're all young. Shut up.
Go ahead, try and do that math. Go ahead.
This is 12
I'll
years
watch.
ago, so he was 21 when you started comedy, right?
Yeah.
So you started as soon as you could get to bar age and start drinking. Yeah, you didn't expect me to be good at
It
math.
wasn't that. It was,
I was
That's
an
not
AP.
good.
I was an
12
AP.
minus 33 is
I
an
was
AP.
actually-
Okay,
I
but I
was
was
actually-
AP calculus when I was in fucking like freshman year of high school. So suck a dick, Bob.
Talking about shit
Anyways,
happened
what's
10
up,
years
Faust?
ago, bro.
It was
4 touchdowns in one game.
it was
You just did the
It
nerd
was
version
great.
of that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
How'd you
it
get
was
into
really
it?
good.
What was your
You
hint?
killed your first set?
Yeah. First time I headlined a show with 10 minutes. I was last on the poster.
You
and
did
everything.
10
What?
minutes?
How did you manage
first
to do
time
that
ever?
for your
First time
first
ever.
time?
That's
This
awesome.
guy, I had a friend of mine who knew Lonnie Jackson, who is, I don't even know what that guy's, if he's alive. I have no idea.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Shout
I
out
have
Lonnie Jackson.
no fucking clue. So
Really?
like, yeah,
Like Lonnie
he,
Jackson.
friend of mine, friend of his, and then he like had me come audition. I was talking about getting into stand up to my buddy, and he like had me come audition for him alone at the venue, which
This
was,
sounds like a casting
you
couch
blew him, right?
situation.
it was at UC Catskeller, so it was a bar full of college kids.
That's
It
been a
just-
really good
just sells
blowjob to
beer,
get
so
the-
it's not like it was just us in there, but like I was the only person doing an audition, and he liked it enough, and he was like, "Yeah, we'll put you up last."
God damn, why? Was he trying to fucking ruin your confidence? Did he know that it was the first time you were doing comedy ever?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you up last and you're gonna do 10 minutes.
What did you do for 10 minutes?
comedy.
Did you have 10
I
minutes?
had 10 minutes.
My man.
I
Really?
think I probably did 8 because I thought the last thing I was going to do wasn't going to work. I felt like they were really, not to jack myself off here because it's all downhill from here. But like, they were college kids, right? And they weren't really paying attention to the fucking show before I get there. They're like on their laptops and shit. And I got them to start closing them in the first few minutes of my set, and then they're all laughing, and I get this big laugh, and then I'm like, you know what? That's probably better than this fucking stupid thing I was about to say about coconuts. And I'm like, that's it, thanks. Like,
Hell yeah. Well, that's so far from most people's first time story.
Well, if I was
that
that
I've
college
ever heard.
kid, I'd be like, I feel robbed on the coconut bit. Bro. I really thought I was going to get that coconut bit.
I came here for coconuts, goddamn.
I've been following this dude's Twitter for weeks.
I've been drinking nothing but pina coladas all day.
First time up tonight. Think this coconut bit's gonna kill.
I even fucking put coconut oil on my hair. I thought it was going to be it, bro.
Josh, what's the hardest you've ever ate your balls on stage? Like wanted to kill yourself afterwards for sure. Like worst set.
Eat your balls.
12.
I would say worst set was, because I took a bunch of time. So it's not like 12 years of working. I
Sure.
don't know.
There's COVID in between there.
That
you
makes
gotta-
me sound less pathetic than I
you
am,
gotta
right? If people
full-time
understand
job.
that I wasn't always working at it over 12 years and I'm this much
It's
of a failure.
fine.
so.
Just come on.
Anyways, most I ever ate it, I would say, was at this show in Greenville or Greenfield.
Where's that? Where the fuck is that?
Sounds
Either
north.
one. It's north. It's north of here. It's either one. I don't know which it was, but it was
There's
like
probably both actually somewhere up north.
bar parking lot is literally on the edge of a fucking cornfield, infinite cornfield. Right,
Sick, dude.
is the bar, and I think it was the only thing to do in town. Everyone's there, and I felt like this was the night to try to do this fucking bit.
The coconut bit?
Your sweet Nazi
no,
bit.
no, about
I get this sick
oh,
ass.
they would have loved that
I
one.
got this sweet. I got this sweet
Yeah,
swastika bit.
I feel like that would have where he was at. That probably would have killed.
That would have hit. Oh, my cousin and uncle and me myself am also in that. That's,
Yeah,
we love that.
I got this bit about how good the Klan dresses. I feel like this is gonna land real good here.
Egyptian cotton robes. Really. High thread.
Iron
count
that
on
out?
them.
I mean,
What's the thread crown?
hotel
robes.
I mean, those are hotel
Klansmen?
quality.
Yeah,
Hotel
my wife's been
quality.
stealing hotel sheets for years.
I saw a fucking. I don't want to derail your story. Go ahead.
Well, it's just I decided to do this bit about like fuck every president, you know?
Yeah.
So I started going. I was like, fuck Bill Clinton, right? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck Jimmy Carter. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck Ronald Reagan. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck Taft. And they were like, yeah, I don't. Was he? Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, you're losing us. I was like, you know what? Fuck George Washington. And honestly, they were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck Donald Trump. And they were like, no. And then really bad from there. We had to leave the show quickly after the
Wait,
show
you had to leave
ended.
quickly? Legit?
We had to leave after the show ended. We were like, we should probably get the fuck out of here right now. Once we were all done. Everybody else just, because they started.
But wait, hold on. You look
What?
like a guy that's trained for fighting your whole life. You like
I was
look
with
strong. I don't.
Rand and Phil,
Okay.
Yeah.
who are much more.
Gigantic men that
were
will
you
harm
guys
other people.
hearing
Yes.
some shit that was making you indicate
Well,
you guys needed to get out?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
somebody
was the
told us
tiki
to,
torches
also.
being lit up on fire.
It did not. So Rand
gonna
and
say,
Phil
if you
just
wanted
did
another
their
one, I'll
sets,
have it.
just like
Good, thank you.
spat them out. You know what I mean? Just spat the set out. The crowd was totally lost at that point.
Yeah.
It was a bad call for me for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard both of the other ones on the
Yeah.
Bobby,
discuss that particular.
Oh, that show. One of the worst
yeah, I think
shows I've ever
Phil. I think
done.
Phil brought it up not
Yeah.
too long ago when I was talking to him.
Fucking gnarly that one was. That was pretty gnarly.
Is that the show that Phil was talking about when
Yeah, I
he
think
was
so.
on here? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That,
That
sounds
was-
like it was a bad old time
It was
for
a bad
everybody.
time.
Ah, yeesh.
It was my bad call. I figured if I said fuck George Washington and they're cheering, I figure I could go.
Yeah, at least
well,
he's
Trump.
old, though.
And then I didn't really get the chance to do the line. I just don't like it when rich people tell me what to do. That didn't work. So
Well, it worked here in our hearts and spirit.
got him.
All right. Okay. All
So
right.
that was
sick.
pretty bad.
What was the best set you ever had? What was the proudest
The
you've
first
ever
one.
been
He
of
just
doing
told you.
comedy?
Nah, it was pretty good. But yeah,
Did you ever work with anybody fucking like astoundingly famous that you were like?
Stanhope.
You worked with Stanhope.
Rapping
Oh,
for
dude, my
Stanhope,
dick's rock
rapping
hard.
You were there.
What was I there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was there every time he's ever been in Cincinnati for the last
This
6
guy.
years. So I don't know why I'm asking you this. I don't know why I'm asking you this.
He just drinks through until Stanhope's on stage.
Stanhope did get to a point
So
where
does
he's
the
like,
rest of the fucking crowd.
when we were all hanging out, and he pointed to my baby mom, and he was like, he pointed to my baby mom, and then was like, "Hey, get your bitch out of here," and pointed to me like I'm the bitch. And I was like, what? And then I had a beer that I was hiding in my pocket. So nobody thought I was hiding it. They just didn't want to confront the drunk guy that was acting like a maniac at the Bell and the Bear. And I was like, huh? And I leaned forward and like a cartoon, beer started spilling out of my inside coat pocket on the ground onto my shoes. And then I got whisked away to a car.
That's
I
wonderful.
love that for you.
So how did your stand-up thing go? Hopefully better than that.
Probably way more professional.
Somebody in the
I hope so.
someone in the back of the room started shouting about Bud Light, like in the first 2 minutes of me being up there, and that went off for a minute
Dear God.
because the place was so fucking packed. It was a fucking circus. And
Yeah.
then so at the end of it, I was like, "This is going well," and then it was over. So
Who's the guy in the bunny suit? I've been thinking about this for years. There was a guy that dressed up in a full-blown fucking bunny
No,
costume.
it was Tate.
Chewbacca.
That was
fucking-
Tate?
No.
No, he wore the. I'm saying he
wasn't
wore the
Chewbacca.
where the wild things are.
He did a bit.
Oh, that one.
So he does it was the Where the Wild Things Are. He does that bit about being in a helicopter and thinking that the medic is Stanhope or whatever the fuck, and talking about how he's known Stanhope for 20 years. And he's like, not like these comedians that work with him every time he's in town. He's like, I know Stanhope. Who's that guy?
Might have been Stopka or.
It wasn't Stavka. No, he wasn't in town. It was he looked like a local. He looked disheveled inside of a fucking Where the Wild Things Are fucking costumes.
I
You
can't
know
remember
what?
what it was. Maybe
But
Brett
he had
Erickson.
he had great material. He just looked homeless as fuck.
It might have been Brett Erickson.
Yeah, he had. If it was Brett Erickson, that would make sense because I think I ran into Brett Erickson at Bell and the Bear.
Looking
with-
homeless is a good brand, though, bro. That's been working for me for years.
You don't look homeless at all. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Today, I
You
showered.
look beautiful. Shut up.
Looked
With your
like you
fucking
got
thousands of
$30,000 on you.
Yeah, you have $30,000 worth of tattoos and fucking chains
You
and shit
think
like
I
that.
paid for these? Bro?
You look like Action Bronson's like little cousin and shit like that.
Nah, my
like,
tattoos just look good because I got a bunch of them, bro. They're shitty if you look at them individually.
No, you have nice tattoos.
Do you think you'd be worth more as a person or skinned and sold as an art piece to the Yakuza?
I'm not worth much as a person. And the Yakuza aren't buying. They're like, white dudes
yeah.
did your tattoos? I ain't buying that.
Those are pretty good.
It's PBRs?
Those would be nice Yakuza wall art. Yeah.
Oh, you're
bad.
pointing at the tats.
What's your favorite tattoo, Bobby?
On myself,
Yes.
I have 3.
All right, let's see him.
My first favorite is my palm.
Oh my God.
Dave Armacost did that one.
Can you hold that up to the camera, please?
Yeah, I got that as a gift to myself when I finished my tattoo
How
apprenticeship.
brutal was that? You look
God.
like you have thick
So I
boy
have both
palms.
palms done, but it's like you see God, bro.
Is
That
that
shit's
from
terrible.
Berserk that's on your other thing?
Yeah, that's from Berserk.
All right.
So a friend of mine did this one, and it was his first palm, so it didn't turn out that good. Armacost did this one, and he's a thug. That shit turned out nice. But yeah, I was dying. There was going to be way more in that, and I was like, nah, nope.
I saw people get fucking full shading on their palm, and I was like,
Boxer?
what was that like? And
Yeah,
they
some
were
people
like,
are much tougher than me.
They were like, it's a lady, and she was like, it was like being tortured. But
Yeah,
I knew
ladies
I
are
had
much
to get
tougher
it.
than me.
Yeah.
Women
I
are
mean,
way better at getting tattoos. I am a baby.
They can push babies out of their pussy, so I
Even without
imagine.
that, I'm just weak.
Yeah. No, I'm super weak, dude. I can fucking.
Is
I don't
there
know.
is there a reason they don't use lidocaine in tattoos?
It doesn't work for very long.
So, I mean, I use a lidocaine spray.
I was
But
just
you
gonna
can-
say I started hearing more about this spray.
Temporary,
Yeah,
though.
so
It
but
only-
so the spray I use, your skin has to be open, so I'll like line the tattoo, and then I spray it, and then you just let it sit for like 10 minutes, bro, and they coast to the rest of the shit. I wouldn't finish any of the tattoos I would do in one session with a spray. Let me say, like you guys see my stuff. I do big tattoos all the time. and
You
I'll
do
knock them out in
blackout
one.
pieces too.
Oh
Yeah.
God, that's got to be rough.
Yeah.
Don't you have a sheet that says? Sorry, I was interrupting the lidocaine thing, but there is like a sheet that you have at your shop that's like, hey, blackout work sucks balls. I don't care that you saw it on fucking Instagram. This is gonna hurt you a lot.
It's not
right?
at my shop. So to book with me, you have to fill out a form. And my booking form only opens 4 times a year. But on one part of it, you choose black work as your style. And then there's like a whole thing like, yo, this is going to suck balls. It's going to suck the heel. I'm going to have to do it a couple times.
You're gonna have
hate
to
your life,
sit
yeah.
for it, or it's gonna look.
But the
terrible.
lidocaine, so there's also numbing stuff you can put on beforehand, but most of them like don't work that good. There's actually a newer brand that works pretty good called Tattoo Numbing Cream. So you put it on an hour and a half before you get started. You like cake it on there, you rub it in real good, and then you wrap it up with saran, and that lasts like an hour or two. And I'm very pro numbing cream, bro. If you want whatever you want to do to sit and chill, like if you got to do a colada pin, do what you got to do. I'm just trying to work, you know. What's gonna make you sit better?
What's the worst people to tattoo drug wise? Like, what drug would you hate to have? Obviously, meth or cocaine, but like, what would be like a really bad like people?
So I mean,
think
if you
it's a-
show up and you're already drunk, I'm not gonna tattoo you, you know. But I don't do walk-ins anymore, so I mean,
Yeah,
That's
what
not
if
really
somebody
something I
like
deal with.
had like you like worked for like a month with each other to like settle on a piece of art and where it's gonna go and everything, and then they
Oh,
come
I
in
would do
drunk
that,
for
bro.
the tattoo. And would you do it?
no.
Do they
no.
bleed all crazy?
I don't mind if you drink during the session, but if you come in drunk, no. So the thing about you're bleeding crazy, it's more if you drink the night before. Because it's like it's a blood thinner, but it doesn't work like the moment alcohol touches you. You know, it takes like about 10 or 12 hours. So if you drink the night before, your blood's real thin and shitty. But you know, if you take an ibuprofen and drink a beer while I'm tattooing you, you'll be fine.
I showed up for this one, fucking hungover as shit, and I sat for the whole thing because he was like, "I'll give you a discount if you fucking sit for the whole thing," and it was a good 4.5 hours. And I'm not very heavily tattooed. I have a couple shitty tattoos on my leg, and I've got my arm done and stuff like that. But that was brutal, and I was hungover the whole time. And I don't know that I was bleeding super crazy, but I was like, this sucks balls. But I'm gonna sit here and eat it. But it got to a point where I was like punching the bottom of his thing, like the metal part of his thing. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm such a bitch. He was like, nah, dude, you're sitting for a tattoo that I get to post today, dude. I'm fucking stoked. Do what you need to do. And I was like, play fucking hard ass, like the hardest of music. And I was like, is me banging my head hurting anything? He was like, not at all. I was like, cool. I'm just gonna try to get lost in some music
I'm
now.
pretty cool with people doing whatever is gonna make them more comfortable. You know.
My dude Sean sits like a rock though.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a boss, dude. I tattooed him when I was an apprentice and I sucked, and I was fucking nailing this like tiny tattoo on his leg for like 2 hours, and he was just like, "Yeah, don't hurt at all." I'm like, "You're a thug."
he sat for your homie. What's your homie's name?
Oso?
Yeah. The dude that does photorealistic like tattoos and shit. He got
Jameson?
like this nice ass. I don't want to get it wrong. I think it's Hades or something like that.
I think it was Hades,
on his arm, and I was like, "How many sessions did that take?" And I think it was like one, and it was like,
dude, Oso will
one?
tattoo people. He'll tattoo them. You'll book 2 days, and they'll be back to back, and he'll do a whole fucking sleeve on you. Like, he's a thug, bro. But to answer your question, my second favorite tattoo.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have a Hanya on my leg from Nick Alcorn.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
Is it a take your pants off thing? I'm just trying to get Bob's pants off.
My shorts are real short. I might be able to pull them up.
Oh, that is so
Oh,
sick.
hell yeah.
Amazing.
Try to lean
That's
into
like
the-
one of my only actual good tattoos.
That's
so
beautiful.
vivid,
Shut
dude.
up, dude.
That's beautiful. I love that, dude.
It took 9.5 hours. He was high as giraffe pussy doing that shit, bro.
He did really good.
Like, he was so stoned, and he was fucking like. So he did the whole thing with a 14 round, and usually when you're doing big fields of color like that, you want to use a.
We all know
mag.
what that means.
Well, that's why I'm about to explain it.
Kidding.
So like a 14 round is a big thick liner, and he used it to fill in the tattoo too. So this tattoo's like 9 years old, and it's still like bright red, you know.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
fucking
thank you.
awesome, man.
And then
That's so
my
good.
third favorite, y'all fuck with the Wu-Tang Clan.
I love, yeah, of course.
So I have a tattoo of Old Dirty Bastard, but he's a Hyotoko mask.
Yes.
Do you guys know anything about No
What?
Theater?
I mean, this
So
is,
Japanese No Theater.
I have
for
a
people who
Hanya
don't
mask.
know, they like wear masks. Yeah, like that. So I have a Hyotoko.
Yeah.
So Hyotoko is the drunken man, and he's usually like blowing fire and stuff.
Yeah.
It was actually Glavin who did it when we were still roommates. He like came in and he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna be a couple days late on rent or whatever." And I was like, "Oh shit, like how much are you gonna be short?" You know? And he told me, and I was like, "Well, you got time tomorrow? Why don't you just tattoo me and I'll cover your bit?" And he's like, "Oh cool, what do you want to get?" I was like, "Man, I don't have a Hyotoko yet. I'd like to get one of those." And he's like, "Oh cool." He's like, "You just want like a traditional one?" I was like, "Yeah, we could." I was like, "Why don't we do one of a black guy with like an afro or something? That'd be sick." And he's like, "Oh dude, why don't we do one of Old Dirty Bastard?" And I was like, "Even sicker." So I'll show you this.
I'm excited.
Oh, that's so sick.
Oh, no.
Dude, can you get it on the
way,
camera at
dude.
all? I know it's kind of hard. You guys
Probably
on YouTube,
not.
if you could see it. No, you can't see
Yeah,
it.
no.
We'll post a picture of it. You got to take a picture of it and post it in the thing. We'll post it on the thing if you want to check it out. But
Those are my three tied for favorite.
dude,
I really like the Ivy sword, dude.
Oh, that thing is chewed up, bro. Man, this
Yeah.
thing fucking healed like a volcano.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to
like-
keep getting you up. Can I see the Ivysaur?
But I just
Damn,
like
Mom.
it.
I'm sorry.
I like Ivysaur.
That one's blown out and fucked up.
I don't.
That's
Yeah.
an old tattoo.
That doesn't mean.
No,
anything
it's
to
not
me.
that new. Not that old.
Really? Who, did somebody?
My dude Yine did it, but he was like, it was like the first time he used cartridges and shit. And it was like a whole thing. He fucked my ass up. That
I
shit
don't
hurted.
I don't think it looks great. I don't know.
It looked really good when he did it. It would look better if he would touch it up, but I'm a baby. I'm like,
Sorry, I'm not shitting on your tattoos. I also have bad tattoos. So
Am I weird for thinking like when a tattoo fades out all shitty, it's kind of neat?
it looks way
Sometimes,
better.
Like a paint
I
well,
love
this
job
it.
isn't
does it.
faded out shitty. It's just like
Oh,
fucked
it
up.
healed shitty. So those are like scars, basically.
Yeah, that's what's like. If you felt this thing, bro,
Ouch.
it's like fucking
That's
rocky
all right.
road.
It's like
I
Braille.
don't think I will. I don't think.
All right, give it a touch. What, you want to touch my thighs?
All right.
That was more than I invited you to do.
But he's still
Man.
here
You
for it.
said touch. You didn't specify how.
Tongue's very sensitive to touch.
All right, yeah, I hear you. I hear
I
you.
read Braille with my tongue.
Is that one of your pickup lines?
It's just one dot. Yeah, all right.
Just trying to feel
There you
both sides
go.
of it.
I don't know. I think that looks cool.
Talk about the. Oh, we've already talked about it. Never mind the
What?
tongue splitting thing because you pulled your tongue out. My baby mom has the tongue split
Did I
also.
pull it out?
I feel like you two are warriors for being able to do that. That's fucking brutal.
Hey, you got
Yeah, I
like
regretted it immediately. I
you
was
got
like,
a
that was
snake
an idea.
deal?
It freaks me out. This tongue
Cool,
stuff
dude.
just in general. Like I can't imagine getting your tongue pierced. Let alone like I don't even thinking about my tongue right now. I'm getting like weirdly. I'm not even on acid, and I'm like hyper aware of my tongue, and I hate it. I'm like, I'm
We got a
afraid
knife
I'm
in the kitchen. We can hook you up, bro. I've seen somebody do it once.
Yours looks like looks like two tongues straight up. Like it looks
is.
like I've seen ones that are all like fucked up looking.
Yeah, they're like real short. Nah,
Yeah.
mine healed pretty good, so it's still
Yeah.
pretty deep and stuff. Yeah,
Why did you regret it instantly?
it hurt like fuck, bro.
You got
That
a
shit was
scalpel
terrible.
taking
So
your tongue in half.
that
They used to
instantly-
torture motherfuckers
that
like
kind
that,
of
bro. That's not a good idea. I was gonna die. I was at home, like I was like in bed crying, and I remember being like, oh, this hurts so bad. Like, how? What if it never stops hurting? And I was like trying to rationalize. I was like, I know people who've done this, and I'm tougher than those people. And I remember being like, fuck those people. This shit hurts. But like, after like 2 hours, I got like my head was hurting, and I was like tired of crying. So I was like, all right, I'll go watch a movie or something, I guess. Like, and
What
I
was
just
your
like,
comfort watch?
Bambi.
yeah. I don't even remember.
How long was it
Split.
before? This guy.
love James McAvoy.
How long was it before you could talk normal again?
So, after they split you, they suture it up. You know, it's all stitched up. The stitches were in there for 5 days, and then you get the stitches taken out, and that fucking hurt.
Did it help your blowjob game at all?
Oh yeah, well, it's sexier at least.
You do some weird shit that like tongue stuff has never helped a blowjob for me ever. I'm like, can you just get back to the moving your head up and down? It's wet and it's a suction
Well, that's
cup
because
on.
you've been beating your dick like it fucking owes you money for the past 20 years, bro. You don't have any fucking nerves
Lloyd,
left.
holy shit.
There's nothing fun about it or sexy when you're doing tongue. Like, stop licking the head. You're doing nothing for me right now.
I like it. Don't
Holy
listen to
fuck.
that.
Put a
Yeah,
thing.
Every girl out there, do not
a
listen to
finger in
whatever.
it.
Put a finger in my ass and call me a
4
faggot.
other
I'm
penis havers that disagree with
Into
you.
the
We
dick.
like the tongue stuff.
Yeah.
Into the dick.
Yeah,
That's
keep
where we're
the tongue
going
stuff
now.
coming.
2022.
Put a finger in my ass. Call me the F-bomb, dude. Let's go. Like, I can't do all this.
But after 5 days, I got the stitches out. But I sounded really weird for about 12 days. After 12 days, I sounded normal, but I had like a lisp for about like 2 months, you know? And I would get literally tongue-tied. Like I would be talking, if I would start talking fast, my tongues would be like, you know, and I'd be like, it was pretty rough.
Oh, we were talking about anal orgasms before the thing started, and you were like, you said something about
No,
anal
we
I
orgasms.
said I was going to give Luke
You
an
were
anal
here.
orgasm.
And I said save it for the show. I just
we
remembered.
actually had before you showed up, but it was just one hell of a segue.
Sure.
Yeah, we did a bunch of Schedule 1 narcotics. We were doing anal orgasms. It was the whole thing.
We didn't do that. We did no Schedule 1 narcotics. Oh, weed. Yeah, we totally. That's what.
Yeah, we'd Schedule 1. No, I was freebasing crack.
All right, I
Luke's ass.
smoked a joint. Okay. Okay.
No, but you did bring it up, and then I was like, what, yeah, bad segue. I don't know. I thought about
That was a terrible
Guys boofing.
segue.
Well, I thought about finger in the butt, and then I was like, oh, yeah, fucking butt
You
orgasm.
stay thinking about that, bro.
All the time, yeah, constantly. That's
all right.
How did it, the first time, how did it work for you? I've had things in my
You
ass and
lucky
it's
devil.
never worked. It's never worked out. Like, it's just been like, oh, this is uncomfortable. I don't like this. No, get it out. No, I don't like
You
this
need
at
more
all.
lubricant.
Put
probably.
it back. I lied a lot.
You gotta lube it up, bro. You gotta ease into it. You know, you can't just fucking.
I did my own fingers. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you fucking spit on it, and you got a dry mouth. I've seen you. You just started hammering it in there. His fucking spittle sticking to his lips and shit. He's like, ah.
You chap lip devil, you.
And then he sniffed it like, fucking.
Here's the bad part is I feel like you're nailing it right now.
I know I am. I'm fucking killing this.
Yeah, you're killing it. Yeah, 100%.
No, use some lubricant, bro. Get in there easy. Work yourself up. You gotta treat it like
It
a
was
lady.
done fast and aggressive.
Yeah, bro. Quit doing that.
I don't know how I get to the
Relax.
prostate without like
Relax.
fucking- it seems too far in there. It seems scary. It seems
All right,
like,
Mr. Deep Asshole.
My asshole's deeper than everybody. That's why you're such a size queen.
Keep looking.
My uncle pushed that deeper years ago.
Oh, I'm glad to
Oh,
know
too
Faust has
close.
been there too. That makes me feel better. What'd you do? A Sharpie marker? Little candle?
No, I think I started with my fingers too, probably. I don't know. I can't think back that far.
Yeah,
I don't know the first
Is it
time.
that much better though to like come from the prostate thing? Because
Well, it's
everybody
just
says
different.
it.
Variety is the spice of life, bro. You
That's
can't
a-
just eat fucking
You ever-
hamburgers
you ever
every day.
go
You
down-
talking to a man who doesn't like tongue stuff. Like we're not gonna make any.
I
We're
barely. I
Dry,
barely-
grippy hand jobs only.
I do like a hand job. Everybody hates a hand job. I enjoy a good hand job. That's the only way it could probably
Your
come.
sex life gives me anxiety.
I don't like having sex that much. I'll be honest. I'm over
Yeah,
it.
you sound
His
pretty
sex
close
life-
to asexual, even if you didn't want to be.
I've
It sounds
started
like
to
just chose
realize
it.
this about myself. I'm like, I fuck out of necessity to come so I don't act like a psychopath. But outside of that, dude, sex isn't that much fun. It just seems like a boring.
Your sex
thing
life
that-
sounds a lot like football camp.
Maybe you should start having sex with people you like.
No, I do. I like Kayla. She's a great girl and she's sexy. I find her attractive, but just fucking doesn't do it for me at all. Really. Like,
Have you
even
tried
just
foreplay?
Jacking off just feels like I gotta get this out of me. But outside of
You
that,
should think of sex as like the funnest version of a workout. 'Cause it's a great
Oh,
workout.
I hate working
or it
out.
could just
and it's way better than like, but like lifting weights is
is
like,
the
why am I
best
doing
workout.
this? Am I moving this to put it back down
Actually,
again? Like,
I've had those moments
I'll
where
pick it up, put it down,
the only
bro, you know?
the only way that I
Pick it
felt
up.
good about the sex at the end of it was the workout that I got by the end of it. I swear to God, it was like, dude, I'm sweating. Like she's sweating. She had a good time. I didn't come, but like, no, dude, I feel like I worked my core real good just now. So hell yeah, dude.
All right, Bruce Lee.
I'm just like, fucking. But- How often do you guys fuck when you have somebody to fuck often?
As often as possible.
Not very often. I've got
Yeah, at least once a day.
I've got
right?
STD issue that is going to take a couple years to go away. So, like, it's not very often.
Gotta
and
find someone to untie my dick. What do you
Bobby's
got?
tongue is tied to the lips of my penis.
The lips of your penis?
Yeah, dude. Okay, I've said this before, and people are like, "What? Have you ever taken the head of your dick and moved the slit open of your penis? It's a
not
mouth.
very
It's like
lippy.
it's a sock. It's a
little
sock
puppet.
puppet mouth.
Hey, maybe not for you.
Those are lips. Those are little
There, yeah,
penis
okay, I
lips.
guess
All right.
mine's not like a lip.
Mr. Lippy Penis over here. All right.
Lippy penis.
I'm
deep
sorry.
asshole.
Mr. Stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm post-op. My bad. All right. They had to make it out of something.
They just put a little vagina right on the tip of your dick.
That'd be sick.
It was
bro.
actually just like gizzards from
That's
fucking
a fetish I didn't know I had.
Lee's. It was just gizzards from Lee's chicken.
It's
They just
dead
throw them in a
and
pile.
smelly too. Just hanging on there from
They
like.
just put them in like one of those like fruit nets you give to babies. And he hasn't figured it out yet.
Josh, what's your fuck game like? You laying down some dick?
I fuck okay, but
I fuck.
only when I have a girlfriend. I basically don't fuck when I don't have a girlfriend.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't like people enough. I'm real picky.
I get that.
Well,
I'm
you were-
super picky.
I get that.
You were saying it like, oh, sex is the best thing ever. And
Yeah,
it's
when I have someone I want to do it with, most of the people, like, I don't even, when
One
I'm
of the
drunk even at the
demisexuals.
bar, I'm just like, yeah, I have a real high opinion of myself, I guess. If that's what that means. I don't know. like a sex demigod is what you're saying? Yeah.
I thought it meant you went from Bruce Willis to Ashton Kutcher.
Now, demisexual means you need an emotional connection with someone before you're.
Yeah,
sexually
probably that
attracted.
then. Yeah, fucking just for fucking is like jerking off, basically. But,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I really like it when I'm with somebody.
You're not a one night stand person, right?
No,
I'm
nah.
not either. I don't like it. I don't
Yeah.
enjoy it at all. I've
I-
never liked it. I've never got into that.
I have fucked people just one time, but I knew them for years ahead of that.
Same.
Yeah.
No, I've done that
we've,
too.
We've all met Blake.
Yeah, the back pocket fucks.
The back
Did you say
pocket
Blake?
fuck.
Back pocket fucks.
Have you fucked Blake?
That's some cold
So we all
shit
met
to
Blake.
say, bro.
Blake's got some cheeks that you can clap.
He's
dude.
like, I haven't fucked
Get
Blake.
in there.
but
You know, when I
things
met
have
him, he
happened.
was the hot one. So, anyway. I met him down the fucking street. Do you know that? Yeah, where he used to live.
Yeah, I
What
don't
do
know.
we do now?
I have a way high opinion. Not that my opinion of myself is high. I just like want to be with the people that I think are amazing.
Yeah.
What's your fuck life like, Bobby? Are you
Terrible, bro. I don't do shit. I work all the time.
really?
Yeah, I'm just working. You know?
You seem like a guy that's like constantly on OnlyFans. Like you're always like you're
On OnlyFans?
I listen to a lot of Cumtown. There's Stavros. Do you know Stavros Halkias at all? He's always talking about pussy this and titties that. You seem like that guy, but like not in a weird, creepy way. Like you make it fun for everybody around you. But I'm
I
like,
mean, I love having sex. I have it when I can.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I would
But
imagine.
like, I mean, being single for the past couple years, it's been like you'll meet somebody and like we'll hook up once or whatever, but then it's just like, when are you free again? And it's just like I'll like take out my planner and I'll be like 3 Thursdays from now.
You gotta
free.
put it on. How unsexy can you make sex?
I know.
To have to put it in your calendar.
It's like I'm very busy with work, and then they think I'm just dodging them, but it's like I'm really not. I'm just fucking really busy, bro.
Like, check out my Instagram. I'm posting, I swear.
Sometimes I don't even be doing that. I had someone get mad at me a couple months ago. They were like, you posted 3 memes about hating cops and a tattoo, but you didn't text me back. And I was like, I was doing my job. Okay. It is my career to actively hate police publicly and post tattoos.
Hating the cops is my fucking job.
That's my brand, okay?
I'm always at work.
If there's a protest, you'll see me there. If it's a date, maybe. I'll schedule that.
Priorities.
I just was going on some dates. I'm just bringing this up just for me.
Keep going.
do
No,
it.
I was
please.
just going on some dates. I went on a date with this girl. Went really good. Really good date. The thing is, like, we'd been talking for like 6 months, and we live like 8 minutes apart, But we're both so like, I like to lie on the couch, and, I'm so late to everything, and I have so many fucking stupid plans. And we finally met up. Great date. Made out after. Never gonna have another date. Never gonna
Why?
fucking. We tried for like 2 more months, and now she's like, forget it. And I'm like, you're probably right. All right.
Just go over there and
He's
pee
too
on
much
her,
of a
bro.
demigod. He keeps glowing every time that I talk to him, and fucking all of his followers are always there
It's a bummer.
in shrouds.
It's gotta be hard to be so famous.
I think what it is all these fucking young people have too many fucking jobs. Everyone's got to have like 4 jobs now.
Stop fucking 19-years-olds.
That's crazy.
All right?
It's all about the
Alright.
grind.
I'm anti-grind, bro. I'm trying to vibe. I'm trying to work less. Like every time I go around to booking, I'm like, I'm gonna work 4 days a week this time.
That is the goal.
But I fuck it up every time because
You're a business owner. You can't do that.
I know,
You'll
I fuck it
lose
up.
your ass if you do
Well,
that.
every time I do it, I'm like, I'll book myself. I'm like, I'll book 3 months and just 4 days a week, and then I do it, and then I'm like, I have 100 more forms to get through.
And bro, you
so I
own
just
a
start sticking them in all my off days.
You're not
Yeah.
you're not even like the rest of my loser friends. I'm a business owner. Bitch, you sell T-shirts every once in a while, and you still work at Starbucks. Shut up. You
Shit,
in
I
a
still
brick and
fucking sell
mortar.
T-shirts every now
You
and
in an actual brick and mortar business, and I assume your rent's not cheap where your shit's at.
Yeah.
And you got to fucking.
you work at Starbucks?
Employees that have got to make
I
money.
could not work at Starbucks. I'm so bad at having a job. This is
He'll
my
take
joke
you
all the
to-
time. I say I'm so bad at. I was such a bad employee. I'd open up my own business because I fucking hate having. Like,
Dude, I get
I'm
it.
I'm easily manipulated at work, but no one gets it. Like I'll tell my boss, like, dude, just don't tell me what to do ever. But if you ask me, I love being helpful. But if you tell me what to do, I'm gonna be like, nah,
Eat a
I ain't
dick
doing
and
that.
die.
Like, and I've had this anytime I've been in a
oppositional defiance.
relationship too. It's like, please don't tell me to do something. Like like it's so easy to trick me. Just don't tell me. The moment you tell me like, hey, go wash those dishes, I'll be like, you can go fuck yourself.
I know
Move out
exactly.
yesterday.
I didn't know what the word
same.
was for it until we had Mr. Dibs on. Shout out to Dibs.
Yeah, you said a smart word. Oppositional what?
So I found it out through him because he's got like a bunch of mental issues and stuff. He has like psychiatric codes tattooed on his head, which normally it would sound like bullshit until you meet the guy. And it's like, no, he fucking and he got it from Big Meese also, so it looks crispy as
Big
fuck.
Meese is that man.
Yeah, exactly. He's got Big Meese, oppositional defiance, psychiatric codes on there. I was like, what's that word? And he was like, oppositional defiance disorder. I was like, what's that mean? It's like when I'll do something to be helpful with my friends, or like I'll go along with something if it feels like it's my idea, but the second that I feel like you're commanding me or telling me something, I'm like, fuck you to death immediately. Now I was like, there's a word for what
Yeah.
I am.
Damn, I probably
no
have that,
fucking
yeah.
that's when you were saying it, it gave me relief to hear Dibs say that, because I was like, I'm not gonna self-diagnose because that's
I just thought I
douchey,
was an
but-
asshole.
yeah, me too. And
They
then I heard
diag-
that, and I was like, "That's so on fucking point for."
They diagnosed
exactly.
Lily real young.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
did not take long.
I
They were like,
bet.
hold on. We got a name for this.
They hit me with Tourette syndrome, and they're like, everything else is that.
Yeah.
She walked into a psychiatrist's office, sit down. She's like, "Bitch, you sit down." Like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna.
My mom liked to tell this story of me when I was a little kid. I guess I was like real little, like 4 or 5 or whatever, And I'm in a doctor's office. It's just like a regular checkup or whatever. And like the doctor told me to do something. And I was like, no. And then they're like, sit down. And I was like, no. And they told me something else. So I sprinted out of the room. And I apparently put my arm on like the counter and knocked everything off the counter as I was sprinting. And I started like pulling down picture frames and shit.
There's
And
an
then the
episode
fucking-
of South Park where they bring Carbon in to the doctor.
Yeah,
to get
when they're trying to
shots,
give him a shot.
And he gets completely naked and he starts making pig noises.
Yeah, that was me, bro. That was me. I'm like a less racist fucking Cartman.
I like how he says not. He didn't say not racist, less
You just said
racist.
less
I just really hate
racist.
British people. I think
Well, you gotta get
like a
That's not a
nationalism.
race.
What you got against them?
They're just annoying. There's everything about them.
What annoying hell,
I'm
though?
just riffing.
Okay.
I'm just riffing hate speech. It's
It's British
Half this
people.
podcast.
Yeah, I
They've
was gonna
been
say,
imperializing the world for hundreds of years. They'll be fine.
once again, Cody's like, "Oh, there's a name for what I am."
I'm punching up at least.
Ripping hate speech.
But no, apparently the doctor like had to pull me into another room. And, like my mom was like fucking 20 or something, and they're like, "Yo, you know it's never too young to start beating his ass." And then my mom took that to heart.
She was like, "Oh, bet you prescribed hands."
I'm gonna prescribe a heavy dose of these hands.
Take 2 per day.
My mom was little too, bro. We were like the same height when I was like 7, so she was whooping that ass.
Yeah.
Three-piecing me.
She was hitting you with the combo.
Do you have wild stories about your mom?
Yeah, I got lots of wild stories.
Can we get into it? Oh, do you want to? Is that too much?
No, yeah, we can talk about my mom.
Let's go, dude.
I don't know.
Immortalize your mom, brother.
I got a
we
good
can get
story.
my mom.
No,
My best friend reminded me about this
I don't
one a
want
couple
to
years
offer
ago.
up any information, but there's a reason.
But my mom's dead.
But it's not the reason. No,
Rip.
Keep going.
No, what's your reason? What do you think the reason is?
Oh, she died from heroin, so I know that she lived
Yeah,
a crazy
yeah.
lifestyle. She had a
Lifelong
kid
drug
when
addict,
she's
yeah.
16 when
bark
she
that
had
out
you.
like a
Yeah.
seal. Rip.
So I kind of like forgot about this story
He
until
just
my
has
best friend
11
me.
phrases already loaded.
When we were like
Soundboard.
9 or 10, we were like little kids, and my mom stole this car.
No, with you in it.
She stole it and then picked us up.
That's how she got it.
Oh,
But
that's
then-
awesome.
And then she
So rad.
fucked up, so she wrecked it.
That's bad.
Oh,
then,
I like how you said she fucked up when she wrecked it, like as if her stealing it. And
No,
picking
she
her
was
kids up.
fucked up,
She was-
and she wrecked it.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay, I got it.
But she fucked up the whole way.
I'm just doing
I like
miming.
Faust's act out.
I was like, was it?
no, he was doing this, and then he did this.
Was it this? Was it that?
Yeah,
it was
all of
whatever.
Yeah,
It was
whatever.
all of them.
She was probably smoking cigarettes too.
She was.
Kids in the car.
But she ended up wrecking the car, and then me and my best friend were like, "Oh fuck, like this sucks." And my mom's like, "All right,
Wait,
I'm gonna
how
go down
old
the
were you?
road."
How old were
like
you?
kids, like 9 or 10. Like I didn't, I like barely remember this. Like it wasn't like a in the front of my head memory until my friend started talking about it because it was like such a traumatic event for him. But this was just like
That's
Thursday
just
for me.
Thursday for you.
Dude,
Same.
I've related so much with Lloyd on stories like that, where it's like I'll tell it in front of other people, and they're like, "Jesus," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's just my
Yeah,
life."
when I became an
don't
adult,
know.
I would like start, people would be like, "I'm telling stories about my family," and then I'll tell one, and they'll be like, "Oh, you all right?" And I'll be like, I thought that was funny."
Yeah, I thought we were all laughing here. We're saying, yeah.
But anyway, she wrecks the car, and then she's like, "All right, guys, this is where all the VIN numbers are. Here's a screwdriver. Get them off. I'll be right back." And my mom
Whoa.
goes and gets a gas can, and she fucking.
No.
So we pull off
Fuck,
all the VIN numbers,
yeah.
and we burn the car, and
Hell
we walk to
yeah.
her house.
Yes,
And
dude.
I like totally forgot about it. And then my buddy was like, "Dude, do you remember when like your mom told me where all the VIN numbers on a car are?" I was like, "When did she do that?" He's like, "When we burned that fucking truck." And I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, we did do that." Like,
should you be talking about this?
I mean, she's
Oh, yeah,
dead
you're
now. What are you
9.
gonna do, prosecute her?
dig her up and throw handcuffs on her.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, you guys were 9. That you guys
Yeah,
can't get in
yeah.
trouble. So.
Hey, that's sick.
It was crazy.
Did you have other ones like that?
No
yeah,
repercussions.
mine was
Please
like-
keep digging through this well, please. This is
I want
I want to
amazing.
say, like, so many drug addicts seem so capable of managing so much at once. Like,
I mean,
she's got kids, she's got fucking VIN numbers to peel off and cars to fucking burn, and she's got to keep her buzz going.
Well-
It's like, wow.
I don't think my mom was just
3
I think
full-time
my-
jobs she's juggling.
I don't think my mom was just a drug addict. I mean, my mom was fucking wonderful. You know, she was beautiful. She was smart.
She's a human too.
She had a lot
This is
going
the first
on,
I'm
you
hearing of her is the truck story. So.
know? Yeah. I mean,
like,
my
"Oh,
mom
I
was
didn't think about
amazing,
it."
but like, I think a lot of like, I mean, my mom had a tough life too. You know, and then like, it was dude, like every dude my mom ever hooked up with beat the fuck out of her. You know,
Jeez.
it was like,
Did you ever beat them up?
yeah, a couple
Please,
times. Yeah.
let's,
Hey.
can we go
We
on?
can get that in a minute, but my point is, I think my mom was wonderful. It was just like I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that our fucking everything is so fucked up.
Sure.
You know, if you're a single woman with kids and you're fucking on drugs, there's not a lot of help for you, you know?
I know exactly what you're saying too. Loving these crazy people that are like no disrespect to your mom calling her a crazy person, but if she's doing something like that, there's a touch of crazy in there. But I've got relatives that are like heroin addicts that are like stealing shit and going to jail, and I love those people. Like I love them to death. Like a lot of them are dead now and shit like that, but they're human beings. They're the coolest fucking human beings to me because they they actually lived life in the craziest possible. They have real stories. Other people have like and then I yelled at a barista at Starbucks stories, and I'm like,
I would never yell at a barista.
Those are what stories I think I'm telling half the time, and you guys are like, what the fuck?
But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's embarrassing that our country's so shit that my mom didn't get help when she was young.
Yeah.
You know, it was like really obvious when my mom was like a teenager. She needed a lot of like psychiatric help and like she needed a lot of things, and it was just never offered to her.
What did she have mental disorder wise?
My mom never went to the doctor, bro.
What'd you say?
At least, bro. She had hogs.
There's a whole bunch of undiagnosed.
Did your mom have some fat tits on her?
No, my mom was real petite, actually. Mom. Not fat tits.
I'm sorry.
Crip.
It's okay. I didn't have nothing to eat, bro.
I love you so much. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I love Bobby.
But I got in a fight with one of my mom's ex-husbands twice.
I bet you. Can I just guess? You beat the fuck out of this dude.
Not the
probably.
first time, no. So I mean, I was like 13, you know. But so the first time I like wanted to fight him, I was like 12, and my best friend was at this occasion too. We were at his house.
Dude, you're fucking your friend up.
I know all of his trauma stemmed from me.
You are straight up your friend's 14th reason why.
I'm 1 through 14, baby. No, and what's crazy too is like my dad was always like super, because my dad knew how crazy my mom was. So my dad was always super strict, and he was be like, "You can't hang with Brandon, bro. He's a bad influence." I'm like, oh. I think it might be me, bro. But
I don't think you're reading this correctly.
so we're
sir.
at his house, and like I knew he had hit my mom before, but I had like never been there for it. And then like she went into his room, and I heard them fighting. And so me and fucking Brandon like went, like we got like, I think I had like an axe and he had like a machete.
Yo,
we were like children, you know. And I started like
You had
banging
a
on the
Freddy
door.
versus Jason fight?
Yeah, well, it was Freddy and Jason versus my mom's ex-husband.
Come
And then we started
on,
banging on the door,
brother.
and then my mom came out and chilled us out. She was like, "Yo, it's cool. Like, you guys need to put this away. You guys are being ridiculous. You're not gonna kill my husband with an axe."
But
And I was like, "All right, I'll go play Dynasty Warriors."
it's fucking ICQ.
You know?
Thanks to the Dreamcast, Mom.
But the first time we actually fought was like a year later. I was like 13, and my mom had moved out of his house, and my mom was actually, I think she went to prison for a bit, and she got out and she was clean. And she like had a job and she had her own place, and like she got most of her, like she had my sisters back and shit. So it was like she was doing really good for a minute. And I went down there to visit her for the whole summer. And Dave came over and they just started screaming at each other. And I was like, fuck.
Dave's a name of a man that screams at women and hits them.
Hey,
I know several Daves that do that. Not your dad, dude. Anyways, keep going.
saying we did already cross this bridge.
He probably hit your mom, bro. I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, that did happen, but
So he was right. Why'd you get the-
Yeah, come on, man.
no, but in his
Don't get
defense,
defensive
like,
if it's
she
true.
had like they fought each other.
Yeah.
Well, and like my mom's not.
She's MMA trained, right?
Well, I mean, she was one of like 3 women
He
on
came
Fort
out of
Benning,
birth with
Georgia
a
for
blue belt,
years.
bro. Like,
She was one of like 3 women on Fort Benning, Georgia for years.
Wow.
what's Fort Benning, Georgia? Is that like a military
Yeah,
thing?
it's military.
She was a
Yeah,
drill
so it's a
sergeant.
Fort thing. Something. Yeah, she's
What
not.
up, Vida?
She will fight you. She will fist fight
She's listening to this also.
Well, I'm into that. Thanks.
yeah, she's
you. I
listening.
mean,
What's up, Vida? What's going on?
All right, if she
but-
wants to fight, I'll fucking fight her.
Good luck.
she would use you as a dildo, kid.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Well, okay, now you're fucking.
The
all
gauntlet's already been thrown. You can't pick it up.
But
Keep going.
so I hear them start screaming at each other, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna fucking not deal with this right now. So I go hop in the shower, because what the fuck else are you gonna do at 13 and 4? So I'm
Hop in the shower
showering.
and masturbate.
Yeah, I probably beat off. I don't
Problem.
remember.
There's no problem.
That's not the part of this
A
memory
lot
I
of beating
remember.
going on that day.
But I showered. And then I,
Everyone's
like,
getting a beating in this
so I got out of the
house.
shower, and I'm toweling off, and I put the towel around my waist because I was still thin enough to do that back then. And then I walk out the door, and so the way my mom's old house is set up is like when you came out of the door, you could see into the living room. And my mom slept in the living room because there's only one bedroom in this house, and all the kids shared it. And so she's sitting on the couch, and Dave's standing in front of her, and then like next to him is the front door, and I watch him smack her. So I fucking sprint in a towel at this dude, and I tackle him through the door. And it's like thunderstorming outside, and it's like 8 p.m. So we're like rolling around in the front yard, and the towel is gone quickly. And I definitely hit him a lot, but I'm going to say he probably won this one.
How big were you at 13?
I'm gonna say, hold on, wait. He didn't win that one because he was rolling around with a naked
He's
child
fighting a naked
after
child.
smacking
He
a woman.
absolutely lost.
And
He
we were
lost.
living in Patriot, Indiana, which I don't know if you've ever been there. Don't go. It's like 2 blocks long, right? And our house was 2 buildings away from the post office. And on the other side of that was a police station, right? So we're 3 houses away from a police station.
And on the other side
And then
is
across
the edge
the street,
of town.
yeah. And across the street is a convenience store, and then there's a fucking pizza place and a closed down gas station. And then there's 2 houses after that, and that's the whole shit. That's the whole town. There's like a little subdivision behind that full of trailers, and that was it.
It's called trailer park.
Yeah, well, I was in a house.
I'm saying that the subdivision full of trailer, that's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
that's a trailer park.
The
it wasn't
town
like a-
didn't have a currency. It was built off a trade system.
I'll trade you 2 squirrels' tails and a mushroom cap.
I'll trade
got
you 6 Polaroid pictures of a man fighting a naked.
A naked teenage boy.
Hey, I done seen that.
But again, at 13,
wagon
I
in the
looked just like
backyard
this.
for 3 weeks.
But I wasn't very big. So, like, when I was 13...
muscle-wise, because you've been a wrestler and stuff like
Well,
that.
when I was 13, I was like coming out of 8th grade and into freshman year. I didn't start weightlifting until I got to high school.
Okay.
So I was like maybe like a $150, you know? Like a stout kid, but not a weightlifting kid.
And you're what, 5'4"?
5'5". Come on, bro. Give me,
I was there. I was right there. I was on the precipice of 5'5".
give me every inch I got, all right?
Yeah.
So we're like rolling around, and like I got on top of him at one point, was hitting him, but then he was very quickly, he was a man, you know? So he was beating the shit out of me. But the police pulled up, and
As you do naked 13-year-old
yeah.
boys.
So they pulled me apart, and the lady cop grabbed me, and the guy cop grabbed him.
Did you
And-
say he was trying to suck my dick? That would
Well,
be,
no,
that would have been the
he
move.
immediately started rationalizing. I was freaking out because I'm a child. So I'm like trying to get away from this lady, and this poor woman was never going to hold me there. So I ended up getting out of her, and as the dude's holding Dave, I fucking punch him in the face good. And then
The cop?
Sick.
no, the Dave, my mom's ex-husband.
Oh, okay.
And then the lady cop tases me. Shit. And then so I'm on the ground naked and getting tased, and she tells me to stay down. But again, it's thunderstorming.
This sounds very
And I just got tased
Bro,
and
I've
punched
seen
in
your
the face
dick.
by a
Oh
man.
no, tased Bobby dick.
It looked better when I was thin. So then she tells me to stay down. I try to get up again. So she tases me again. Then I'm like, oh, she's telling me to stay down. So I'll stay down.
Now his dick looks like somebody dropped bubble gum on a hairy bowling ball.
Yeah, something like that.
I
Yeah.
tried to say it. It didn't work. It
got
worked
it
in my
out.
head. It was fine in my head. It didn't come out well.
I'm glad you stopped the story for that.
But then the cop took me to the police station, and I had to stay in the police
He has
station
no room to
overnight. But they
talk.
let
I
him
know.
drive home somehow.
Well, you couldn't drive.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It was really far away, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fucking
long drive.
Yeah, the fucking
could've
400
been-
He
feet.
had to
He
drive
could've-
home.
They let him drive home after assaulting a 13-year-old in the street.
It was naked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And like, dude, I had like a bloody nose and like a cut on my cheek and shit.
the police are the best. I mean, they really
Yeah,
just
they're
are
terrible.
the fucking best people.
But we
enjoyed
ended up
them.
getting in a fight again the next summer. It was like a year later.
Wait, can we? If you guys want to hear that fight story, subscribe to the Patreon. We're at 56 minutes, so if you
Oh,
want to
shit, we
hear
did
how
an hour
we
already?
did an hour, dude, it flew by. You guys are fucking great. I love you guys. If you want to hear the rest of that story, go to patreon.com/thebastardsermon. $5 a month for all of our bonus weekly episodes. Plus, I don't really do Huckers Fuckers that much. Every time I do it, I regret doing it and I don't release it. So maybe that'll come out. But Luke is doing a Nerdcast. The first episode is up. Go and check that out. Him and his buddy Austin Reed did it. It's a phenomenal fucking episode. That's gonna. I don't know when that's going to come out on any regular basis, but that one's up. We do Bastard LLC. We watch a movie. We review it. It's a lot of fun. Before we go into our reads, Josh Faust, what do you have date-wise that you can plug that's coming up? This will be out on Saturday for the Patreons and Sunday for the free listeners.
Ah, man, I should really have these dates memorized and just be able to pull them up.
How about this?
At
What's
a
your
moment's
social
notice.
media so they can see where to
It's
go?
at Jarsh Farst.
Jarsh,
You wanna
can you
spell
spell that,
that, bro?
please?
Yeah.
It's just it's phonetic. No, it's JARSHFARST. My name's Josh Faust, and my handle is Jarsh Farst.
Go and check him out. Go find his dates from there. Bobby, do you want to plug your shit?
I'm at BG Bronson. I'm not on everything. And then my studio is the Decorated Body. I think we only have an Instagram. We might have a Facebook. I don't
Do you
know.
guys have any openings, or what would be a time to get on that list? You guys are like Supreme clothing line in the sense of like get in line and wait for those books to open.
So my books don't open again until July. I actually haven't picked a day to open them yet. My July's already booked, so I might not open until August. But mine will open in July or August, and I only book 3 months at a time. I have no idea when everyone else is open. I know Hidden's booking right now.
do you know
bit.
their social media tags? So you can-
Hidden is at Hiren Tattoos, HIREN Tattoos. Oso is Oso Tats with a Z. And then Saporn is Cambodian cupcake. But if you go to our shop Instagram, The Decorated Body, everyone that works there is linked in the bio.
Go and check it out. Go and fucking get a tattoo from them if you can get on there. They're a phenomenal shop. I love you guys. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
I can't wait to hear the rest of this story. Keep talking shit with you guys on the Patreon. Luke, the Reeds.
We are sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. We are about to have a little break between this and the Patreon episode, and I'm about to smoke some Delta 9 and Delta 10 nugs from Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. And boy, am I glad I got them. Because they've got the best deals. And they've got a whole assortment.
Is that like weed or is that like CBD shit?
It's
Delta 9 is
legal
legal
weed.
marijuana, but it's got
Like some weird strain that's not banned
Yes,
yet.
yeah.
They changed the chemical. It's not illegal yet. Everything's
Hell yeah.
fuck Ohio's
K2,
laws.
baby.
Fuck Ohio's laws.
But it won't. Yeah, it won't kill your brain like that stuff. So
Maybe. You're the
Yes,
beta
it might,
tester
yeah.
right now.
So, head on over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop and check out some of that Delta stuff. Check out they've got the Focus 5 Carta electronic vape rig. Check out the Yokan Unipro universal cart device. They've got some aluminum grinders too. They've got a whole bunch of shit, guys. And you can find Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop at one of two locations. They have one at Newport, Kentucky, 41071 937 Monmouth Street, Newport, Kentucky, and the other one's at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio 45249. If you go in to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop, let them know you're a bastard, and you'll get 15% off your order.
That sounds sick.
That sounds like a
Hey, yo, I'm a
prank.
bastard.
It sounds like it's
All
not.
sick,
There's no
15%.
15%. You're just making the listeners just make asses of
It's
themselves.
that back. It's that weird like
That would
under
be
the
sick.
table
Luke's
type
too nice
stuff.
for that, bro.
I swear
Like
to God,
if you're,
actually,
if you're in line, you know, and you tell like the cat, you know, I'm a bastard.
No,
15%
for
off,
real.
you know?
When we first started doing the sponsorship, they didn't tell all their employees this right at first. It's somebody did actually go in there and they're like, "Dude, we told him that I was a bastard," and then the fucking the girl behind the counter was like, okay, what is that? I don't know. And then he just felt
some
embarrassed.
counseling,
And
G?
he set his stuff down and he left because he felt so embarrassed. That's not like that anymore. Will not still happen to you, but that is a funny thing to bring up. Lloyd, go ahead with the Bangin' Snacks read, please.
Yeah, check out banginsnacks.net. They bring in snacks from all over the world. Stuff you can't normally find here. Very, very reasonable prices. Awesome stuff. If you look, you can find clips of us eating and trying some of those different things. Most of the stuff has been awesome. Type in the code BASTARD or BASTARDS at banginsnacks.net. It'll save you 15%.
Also, go and check his podcast out. What's that called?
Fuck you, we like the Bengals. It's me, and if you listen to last week's episode, Big Daddy Shubes, we talk all things Bengals and comedy and
big hands.
goofy shit. Yeah.
They're doing fun off-season shit. They're probably gonna get somebody on that was Bengals. I don't. What was he from? He's heavy on Bengals Twitter or some shit like that.
Yeah. There's a couple different people that are in the works right now. So
Yeah, dude. I can't wait for the draft just happened, right?
Burp's just hilarious.
Is that
dude,
part
bro.
of this like snacks like promo? You got to burp during it. Like, oh man, there's snacks. Buy them. Like,
100%. Also, Dark Mountain Cold. That's the original third mic for the Bastard Sermon. That's Patrick Seda. Go and check out Dark Mountain Cold. He does a bunch of cool art.
He was
He's
here
doing
today,
it-
bro. He's right here.
Yeah, that's Patrick Seda over there with the beard. He's the
Don't you know how handsome he
put him in
is?
the hyperbaric time chamber and shit like that. Got him some different tattoos that look better and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Yeah, Dark Mountain Cold on Instagram. He's got all kinds of cool prints that you could buy from him. He's doing shit for if you're into dabbing, there's like these mats that you can put like your dab rig shit on there. He's doing wraps for consoles. It's really cool shit. Like this dark horror art for Pokemon stuff. Go and check that out. Also, we have t-shirts
You
if
have
you
to
want to
really
check those
enunciate
out.
the end of horror, bro.
$20 make you holla for a t-shirt. I'm wearing it right now. We're posting pictures of it. I'm not going to spin around for you, but yeah, it's got the Eamon Hill design. Eamon Hill is a fucking beast. He did a dope-ass design for us. It's on the back. We've got the new logo on the front of the shirts. $20. Hit us up anywhere on social media. Put it in the YouTube comments. thebastardsermon@gmail. Anywhere that you contact us, we'll make sure that you get a shirt. If you're international, which I know some of the listeners are, like Jonas or Turbo Potato 3000, the shipping is insane. insane. The shipping is fucking crazy, Jonas. I'll message you about this probably before you hear this, but dude, it's like fucking $40 to get a shirt to Norway. So I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make you pay $60 for our merch, but if you want to pay it, if you're international, dude, we'll figure it out. I'll try to get it off to you, but no promises on that. Local pickups, I can get them off to you, and fucking anything shipping. Add $10 to your, or I think it's $11. Add $11 to your the original order if you want it shipped, and $31 will get you a t-shirt shipped anywhere that you want it. YouTube people, thank you guys. I'm sure everybody's tuned out by now, but if you've enjoyed this, if you stuck around with us that long, give us the subscribe, give us the like, tell your friends about it, share it around. I know we get like no views on YouTube, but it's picking up a little bit, and I appreciate everybody that's been like sticking with us on that, because we put a lot of work into it. All right, if you want to hear the rest of Bobby's story, subscribe to the Patreon. Goodbye.